Hi, welcome to another Guns Contractors video. Just want to run you through how to dig a level area. And we're on the iDig stand here at Balmer 25, which is a brilliant opportunity. Just want to do some easy tutorial videos to help you, like I had to learn, use your iDig system more effectively. This one, we're going to start with the most simple job, a basic level area, working off a datum. So, how do I dig that? I've got my machine, I'm set up with iDig, obviously everything is measured. Let's say I'm digging for a patio and I need to dig down a set level from, let's say, DPC. It's a common job that I do in my task. I want to hold my bucket on a datum, so I can hold it even next to the house. I can click myself over here if I want to work on the left-hand edge of the bucket for most accuracy. And that's now locked to the left-hand edge. Now what I can do is set myself here at 0, because that's my starting point. But I actually want to dig 300 mil down from that. So we're in centimeters. Going to my pencil, and I want to dig 30 centimeters down from that. Click my tick, and now iDig's telling me on my LEDs down here and on my screen that I need to dig 30 centimeters down, 300 mil. Now, moving your machine around, that number will change obviously depending on where your bucket is, because iDig knows where your bucket is in 3 dimensions. But we want to dig 300 mil down. I'm now coming down to grade. I'm using my LED lights and watching my bucket out the corner of my eye. That's now my grade. And then I can pull that grade. This is where you see how maybe bad my machine driving is. But I can then pull that grade along, just keeping an eye on out the corner of my eye with the LED sensors, and I'm pulling that grade as I go. Now iDig's incredibly sensitive. And what I found was sometimes you just need to drive like an operator, not worry too much about what's on the screen, and just check as you go. So I can pull a grade, and then I tend to just quickly check like where I am on that datum. It's tricky to do here because of the sandbox that we're working in, but you can see what I mean. We've pulled our area. Let's say now we need to move our machine. We're happy with the work we've done there. We're going to track back, we're going to pull the next pass. Now, I can now work either off of the area that I'm already on. I can hold my bucket, let's say, on that level area that I've just dug, and I can literally re-bench myself very, very quickly by doing 0 again, and then I'm just working off of that area that I've just dug. Or I could go back to my DPC, let's say, but you always really want to work off of one datum, I found, and it's very easy just to use the bit that you've already dug. You know that was a good spot, you've moved back, hold your arm, press your 0, off you go. And on this Connect system, I can even do that with this button here, which makes it super easy. Don't even need to touch the screen. So that's one way really to dig a level area. You can track in any direction, as long as you're working from something that you can reach, that is already benched, that you know is a good level, you can press your 0 and work away. When you're doing a little bit more accuracy, and you're maybe working in a larger area, say you were doing a foundation for a pad for a barn or something that needs to be at a little bit higher tolerance, then it's better to use the laser, but we'll talk about that in another video. But here, to be honest, a lot of small works, round patios, bit of driveways and things, it's a really simple way to get yourself digging, and you don't need to worry about setting your lasers up or any of that stuff. You can just re-bench yourself off of your existing excavation and work away. So hopefully that's helped you. You can obviously snap different ends of the buckets. There's all kinds of things which we'll talk about in future videos, but that should be get you started to iDig. Thank you very much.